Hi, I'm George Zabrecki, the Weather Dad, and it's time for your midweek update. A little suggestion, if you're thinking about building an ark and you live in the Ohio Valley, well, you may want to get started on it. There's a lot of rainfall heading our way. Time frame, Thursday night and on into your Saturday morning. But I'll get to the specifics of that here in just a second. But if you're thinking about getting some yard work done, maybe getting into the garden, or maybe even getting in that round of golf, Wednesday is going to be your day, and here's the reason why. We're going to start seeing some yellows. That's going to be normal temperatures, spring-like temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, possibly even some lower 60s. The real warm air will be off towards the southwest, and the winds won't be too bad either. Now, as far as rainfall is concerned, there's two areas of disturbed weather fairly close to the Midwest, back towards Missouri, parts of Illinois, and down in the Tennessee Valley. Because they're so close, I can't rule out a few showers in Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky, but I don't see anything all that heavy at this point, especially because of what's coming. Now, let's look on into your Thursday. Then things start changing up a bit. First, it's going to be the warmest day out of the next several. In the Ohio Valley, no question, temperatures in the 70s and even low to mid 70s as you work your way down into the Tennessee Valley. Now, northern Indiana, you could be seeing temperatures in the 40s, but in central Indiana and portions of Ohio and Illinois, you're looking at 50s, maybe even a little bit of 60s. But here's what I want to point out to you. Notice the wind shift. The winds are out of the southwest across the Ohio Valley, but when you get close to Indianapolis, they start shifting back towards the northwest. That's the wind shift line. That's the area where it's going to be very, very active, especially starting on Thursday. Now, it's not going to be that bad on Thursday. As you can see here, there will be some showers and a few thunderstorms throughout central Indiana, portions of northern Ohio. There will be a couple down around the Cincinnati area, maybe even northern Kentucky. But if you're heading further south, it's going to be a really nice spring day with temperatures in the low to mid 70s. And no rainfall. But now this is Thursday. Watch what happens here on Friday. Temperatures start cooling off a bit because of the heavy rainfall expected and the heavy cloud cover, and that wind shift line sinks a little bit further south right along the Ohio Valley. So that cooler air starts working its way in, and it's going to start suppressing those really nice spring-like temperatures throughout the Midwest. Now, precipitation-wise, you're starting to see it really ramp up here on our Friday. Now, don't get hung up on the specifics of where this is going to set up, because right now it's still too early to tell for sure. But where it does, we're going to see some very heavy rainfall, possibly even some strong to severe thunderstorms in parts of Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and that will work its way up into Ohio. Now, on Saturday, I'm going to show you the temperatures because we start cooling off a little bit, but also as we start looking into the weekend, you want to start planning some activities. It's going to be very windy in across Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Temperatures are going to be cooling off a little bit. You're starting to see some green showing up there in Indiana and Illinois. Those are going to be 40s, some 50s. The really nice spring weather, again, will be pushing its way off towards the southeast. Rainfall. How much can we expect? This is a map of how much rain could fall over the next 2, possibly 4 days. You can see a lot of purple right across the Ohio Valley stretching back towards Oklahoma. That's the battle zone. Now, it could shift a little bit further south or a little bit further north, but in this area, 2 to 4 inches of rain, maybe even a little bit more, depending on where the really strong, heavy thunderstorms set up. So keep that in mind. If you live in a flood-prone area, in this area, you want to start taking notice because, again, the time frame on this will be Thursday night and on into your Saturday morning. Now, I'll be back on Thursday with an update. Until then, I'm George Zabrecki, the Weather Dad.